Hello, and welcome back to Speak English Daily.
Hi, everyone. We are very happy to see you here today.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Daily, where learning English is simple and enjoyable. I'm Anna. It's so nice to be here with you today.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mike. I'm very happy to be here again with Anna and with all of you.
I'm really happy to see you too, Mike. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I feel calm and relaxed today.
You do look very relaxed. Did something nice happen?
Yes, actually, I had a very nice weekend, and I think that's why I feel so good today.
That sounds wonderful. A good weekend can really change your mood.
It really can. What about you, Anna? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good too. I also had a nice weekend, so I feel ready for the new week.
That's great to hear.
So today we are going to talk about something very simple but very useful.
Yes, we are going to talk about our weekends.
This is a very common topic in English conversations. People often ask, "How was your weekend?"
That's right. It's one of the most common questions you will hear at work, at school, or even when you meet friends.
And it's a great way to practice speaking English because you can use simple sentences.
You don't need difficult words. You can just talk about your day, your activities, and your feelings.
Exactly. So today we will share our weekends and show you how to talk about yours.
That sounds like a great plan.
So, Mike, let me ask you first. How was your weekend? Was it busy or quiet?
I would say it was a mix. Part of it was busy and part of it was very calm.
That sounds like a perfect balance. Many people like that kind of weekend.
Yes, I think it's nice to have both activity and rest.
I agree. What about you, Anna? How was your weekend? Was it busy or more relaxed? I think mine was also a mix. My Saturday was quite active, but my Sunday was very slow and peaceful.
That sounds really nice.
Yes, it was. I think that kind of weekend helps you feel fresh again.
Definitely. So let's start talking about Saturday.
Yes, let's do that.
Anna, what did you do on Saturday morning?
On Saturday morning, I decided to go out early. I didn't want to stay at home the whole day.
That's a good idea. Where did you go?
I went to a small market near my house. It's not very big, but it has many interesting things.
A market sounds fun. What kind of things can you find there?
You can find clothes, small home items, and even some handmade products.
That sounds very interesting. Did you buy anything?
Yes, I did. I bought a light jacket. I needed something for cool mornings.
Oh, nice. What color is it?
It's a soft green color. I really like it because it feels comfortable.
That's great. Was the market crowded?
Yes, it was a bit crowded. Many people were shopping and walking around.
That can be tiring sometimes.
Yes, it can be, but I enjoyed it. I like watching people and seeing different things.
That makes sense. Did you spend a long time there?
I stayed for about an hour. After that, I started to feel a little tired.
So what did you do next?
After the market, I went to a nearby cafe. I wanted to sit down and relax.
That sounds perfect. What did you order?
I ordered a cup of tea and a small plate of pancakes.
Pancakes? That sounds delicious.
Yes, they were very soft and warm. I really enjoyed them.
Did you eat alone or did you meet someone?
I was alone, but I didn't feel lonely. I was just enjoying the quiet time.
Sometimes being alone is very nice.
Yes, it is. I sat by the window and watched people outside.
That sounds very peaceful.
It was. I felt very relaxed after that.
It sounds like a very good start to your Saturday.
Yes, it really was. What about you, Mike? What did you do on Saturday?
Well, my Saturday morning was quite different. I decided to go to a park near my house.
A park is always a good idea. Was the weather nice?
Yes, it was very nice. The sun was shining and the air was cool but comfortable.
That sounds perfect. Did you go there to relax or to exercise?
I went there to exercise. I wanted to be more active, so I decided to go for a run.
Wow, a run. That's great. How long did you run?
I ran for about 30 minutes. It was not easy, but I felt good after.
That is very good. I think running for 30 minutes is not easy at all.
Yes, I was a little tired, but also happy.
Did you run alone?
Yes, I ran alone, but there were many people in the park. Some were walking, some were running, and some were just sitting.
That's nice. Parks are always full of life.
Yes, they are. After my run, I sat down on a bench to rest.
That makes sense. You needed a break.
Yes, I did, and something funny happened while I was resting.
Oh, really? Tell me what happened.
A small dog came and sat next to me.
That's cute.
Yes, but then he tried to take my water bottle.
No way.
Yes, he grabbed it and started running.
That is so funny. What did you do?
I stood up and followed him, but I was still tired from running.
That must have been difficult.
Yes, but luckily the owner came quickly and helped me.
That's good. Did you get your bottle back?
Yes, I did, and we all laughed about it.
That sounds like a fun moment.
It really was. It made my morning more interesting.
Now, let us hear from our listeners. What do you usually do on Saturday mornings? Tell us in the comments section.
Yes, we would love to read your answers and learn about your weekends.
So, after the park, what did you do next?
After the park, I went back home. I took a long shower and then had a big breakfast.
That sounds like a good reward after exercise.
Yes, I had eggs, toast, and some coffee.
That sounds very nice. I also enjoy a good breakfast.
It gave me a lot of energy for the rest of the day.
That's great. It sounds like you had a very active and positive morning.
Yes, I really enjoyed it.
So, that was your morning. What did you do in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, I stayed at home for a while. I wanted to relax after being outside.
That makes sense. Did you do anything interesting?
Yes, I played some video games for a short time.
Oh, that sounds fun. What kind of game did you play?
I played a simple adventure game. It is easy to play and very relaxing.
That sounds nice. Were you good at it?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. On Saturday, I made a small mistake in the game.
Oh no.
Yes, I lost my progress and had to start again.
That is frustrating.
It was, but I didn't get angry. I just laughed and continued playing.
That's a good attitude.
After that, I decided to stop playing and do something else.
What did you do then?
I made myself a cup of tea and just sat quietly for a while.
That sounds very peaceful.
Yes, it was a calm afternoon.
And what about the evening?
In the evening, I stayed at home. I didn't want to go out again.
Did you watch something?
Yes, I started a new series. It is about a group of friends and their daily lives.
That sounds interesting. Did you like it?
Yes, I liked it a lot. I watched 2 episodes.
Only 2? That is very controlled.
Yes, I wanted to watch more, but I decided to stop.
I know that feeling. You always want to watch just one more.
Yes, but then it becomes very late.
That's true. I did something similar. I watched a movie in the evening.
Oh, what kind of movie was it?
It was a light comedy. It was simple and funny.
That sounds perfect for a Saturday evening.
Yes, it helped me relax and forget about everything else.
That's great. Sometimes simple activities are the best.
I agree. So let's talk about Sunday now. My Sunday was very different from Saturday. It was more about family and relaxing together.
That sounds nice. What did you do in the morning?
In the morning, I woke up a little late. I didn't set an alarm, so I just woke up naturally.
That's always the best way to wake up.
Yes, I felt very fresh. After that, I got ready and went to visit my parents.
That's lovely. Do you visit them every Sunday?
Yes, most Sundays. It has become a routine for us.
Routines like that are very special.
I agree. When I arrived, my mother was already preparing lunch.
Oh, that sounds promising. What was she cooking?
She was making rice, chicken, and some vegetables. The kitchen smelled amazing.
That sounds delicious.
Yes, and my father was setting the table. He always helps in small ways.
That's nice. It sounds like a warm family moment.
It really was. After some time, my brother also arrived, so we were all together.
That must have been a happy moment.
Yes, we were talking, laughing, and sharing stories. It became quite loud.
That's what happens when family members get together.
Exactly. Everyone was speaking at the same time.
That sounds fun.
It was. Then we all sat down to eat.
How was the food?
It was very good. The chicken was soft and the rice was perfect.
That sounds like a great meal.
Yes, and we also had a salad and some fresh juice.
That's a full meal.
It really was. And of course, my mother made something sweet for dessert.
Oh, what was it?
She made a simple fruit dessert with cream.
That sounds light and nice.
Yes, it was not too heavy, so it was perfect after lunch.
Did you stay there for a long time?
Yes, we stayed together for a few hours. We didn't rush.
That's the best part of Sundays.
I agree. After lunch, we just sat in the living room and talked.
What did you talk about?
We talked about many things: work, daily life, and even some old memories.
That sounds very meaningful.
It was. At one point, we were laughing so much because my father told an old story.
Oh, really?
Yes, he told a story from his childhood, and it was very funny.
I love hearing stories like that.
Me too. It makes you feel close to your family.
Did you go outside at all?
Yes, later in the afternoon, we went for a short walk near their house.
That sounds nice.
It was a slow walk. We were just enjoying the fresh air.
That's perfect after a big meal.
Yes, it helped us feel better.
It sounds like your Sunday was full of warmth and good moments.
Yes, it really was. I felt very happy and relaxed at the end of the day.
My Sunday was quite different from yours. It was much quieter.
Sometimes a quiet Sunday is exactly what you need. What did you do?
I stayed at home most of the day. I didn't have any plans.
That sounds very calm already.
Yes, I woke up early, but I didn't rush. I made myself a cup of coffee and sat by the window.
That sounds peaceful.
It was. I just looked outside and enjoyed the silence.
Did you do anything in the morning?
Yes, I spent some time reading a book.
Oh, what kind of book was it?
It was a simple book about history. It tells stories about people from the past.
That sounds interesting.
Yes, it is interesting, but also a bit slow.
I understand. Some books take time.
Yes, but I like reading slowly on Sundays.
That's a good idea. Sundays are not for rushing.
Exactly. After reading, I made a small lunch for myself.
What did you make?
I made some pasta. It was quick and easy.
Pasta is always a good choice.
Yes, and it tasted good too.
That's important.
After lunch, I decided to do something useful.
What did you do?
I planned my week.
That's very organized.
I try to be. I looked at my calendar and wrote down my tasks for the week.
That's a very good habit.
It helps me feel more prepared.
Yes, I think it also reduces stress.
It does. When Monday comes, I already know what to do.
I should start doing that too.
You can try it next Sunday.
Yes, I will.
After planning, I felt a bit tired, so I decided to rest.
Did you take a nap?
Yes, just a short one, about 20 minutes.
That's a perfect nap.
Yes, I felt very fresh after that.
That's the power of a short nap.
Exactly. Then, in the evening, I watched a football match on TV.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Did your team play?
Yes, my team was playing.
And did they win?
Yes, they won the match.
That's great. What was the score?
It was 2-1.
That's a close match.
Yes, it was very exciting until the end.
I can imagine.
I was very happy when they won.
That's a great way to end the weekend.
It really is. A good result makes you feel even better.
Yes, it adds a little extra happiness.
So my Sunday was simple, quiet, and relaxing.
And my Sunday was more active and social.
Yes, but both are very enjoyable.
I agree. Different styles, but both are good.
That's the beauty of weekends. You can spend them in your own way.
Oh, Mike, I just remembered something funny from my Sunday.
Really? I love funny stories. Tell me what happened.
It happened during lunch at my parents' house.
Okay, I'm listening.
So everything was going well. We were all sitting at the table and eating.
Sounds normal so far.
Yes, very normal. We were talking and laughing, and everyone was enjoying the food.
That sounds like a happy moment.
It was. Then my brother decided to pour some juice into his glass.
Okay.
My brother was also talking at the same time and not really looking at what he was doing.
That's already a bad sign.
Yes, he kept talking and pouring, but his glass was already full.
Oh no.
Yes, the juice started to spill over the glass.
What did he do?
Nothing at first. He didn't notice.
That makes it even worse.
Yes, and the juice started to go across the table.
No way.
Yes, it slowly moved toward my father's plate.
That is so funny.
We were all watching, but no one said anything for a second.
Why not?
Because it was happening so slowly and we were all surprised.
I can imagine that moment.
Then suddenly my mother said, "Stop pouring."
Too late, I think.
Yes, by that time the juice had already reached my father's plate.
What did your father do?
He looked at the table, then at my brother, and then he smiled.
Did he get angry?
No, he just said, "I think my food wants some juice too."
That's a great reaction.
Yes, and then everyone started laughing.
That must have been so funny.
It was. My brother felt a bit embarrassed, but he was laughing too.
That's good. It makes the moment even better.
Yes, and after that, we cleaned the table and continued eating.
That sounds like a perfect family moment.
It really was. Sometimes small accidents become the best memories.
I completely agree.
So, Mike, it sounds like we both had very nice weekends.
Yes, we did. They were different, but both were enjoyable.
I agree. Let's remember what we talked about today.
Yes, let's do a quick review.
We talked about my Saturday morning at the market and the cafe.
And we talked about my run in the park and the funny moment with the dog.
Yes, that was a great story.
And then we talked about our relaxing Saturday evenings.
Yes, with movies and series.
Then we moved to Sunday.
My Sunday was about family, food, and spending time together.
And my Sunday was quiet, with reading, planning, and a short nap.
And of course, your football match in the evening.
Yes, that was a great part of my day.
And then we had your funny story with the juice.
Yes, that was the highlight of the day.
It really was.
So what we can see is that weekends can be very different.
Yes, some people like busy weekends and some people like quiet ones.
And both are completely okay.
The important thing is to do what makes you feel happy and relaxed.
Exactly.
Now, Mike, do you have a bonus tip for our listeners?
Yes, I do.
Great. What is it?
My tip is simple. When you talk about your weekend in English, don't try to use difficult words.
That's a very good tip.
Just use simple sentences. For example, I went to the park, or I stayed at home.
Yes, simple sentences are very powerful.
And don't worry if you make mistakes.
That's very important.
The goal is to communicate, not to be perfect.
Yes, just speak and enjoy the conversation.
Exactly. The more you practice, the better you will become.
That's true. Practice makes progress. Well, everyone, that is the end of our episode today.
We hope you enjoyed listening to our conversation.
And we hope it helps you talk about your own weekend in English.
Yes, now it's your turn.
Tell us, what did you do this weekend? Did you go out or did you stay at home?
We would love to read your answers.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Speak English Daily.
And share this with a friend who is learning English.
Thank you so much for listening.
Have a wonderful week ahead.
Take care and see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye!